This time, I will review the Mercure Singapore Bugis, a 4-star hotel located in the heart of Bugis area. This is the front side of the hotel, which also provides access for the pedestrian entrance. The hotel was located at a very strategic location, right in the middle of Bugis shopping area. Just across the hotel was an old apartment complex with lots of food stalls at the ground level and some markets. Across the hotel, just on the other side of the road, there was a mall called Bugis Plus. There were lots of international restaurants and shops inside the mall. The most important one was 7-Eleven mini market that opened for 24 hours. If you want to buy some drinks, foods or some late night snacks, you can do it here. Very convenient. As you can see, inside the mall, there were lots of familiar restaurants and shops that had branches all over the world. This is the other side of the pedestrian entrance that had bus stop for Route 56 and 980. So this whole area here is the heart of Bugis shopping area. You got Bugis Junction, Bugis Street Market, BHG Department Store and Bugis Plus Mall. It takes 12 minutes by walking to the Sultan Mosque and its surrounding area such as the famous Kampong Glam and Arab Street. 12 minutes by walking to the Suntec Mall, fast interconnected shopping mall that have everything unique except for the high-end luxury brands. 16 minutes by bus to the Merlion statue, the national symbol of Singapore. A must visit if this is your first time in Singapore. 21 minutes by bus to the Marina Bay area. Here you can go to the Garden by the Bay or the Marina Bay Sands Mall for casino or ultra high-end luxury shopping. 18 minutes by bus to the Orchard Road, the most iconic shopping street in Singapore. Here you can buy from normal stuff to the super high-end luxury brands. 37 minutes by bus and Sentosa MRT to the Sentosa Island. Here you can go to the Universal Studio or go to the beach to watch the sunset. 50 minutes by train or bus to Changi Airport, but beware, the bus station and the train station were not exactly close to the hotel. This is the main lobby and car drop entrance located at the back of the hotel. This is the main lobby of the hotel, small but nicely decorated. The service here at Mercure Bugis Singapore was fairly standard, nothing special nor exceptional. The lobby had a fairly large sitting area, with lots of seats available, so everyone can stretch their legs while waiting for the check-in process to complete or waiting for the taxi to arrive. So this was my room 412, signature room queen bed. approximately 15 square meters or 161 square feet wide. It costs around $152 per night with breakfast for one person. Now let's start the room tour. The room was small, but it was nicely decorated at the first glance. As you can see, there was no place to put large suitcase, and you couldn't even put and open two cabin suitcase without blocking the path to the door. On the upside, the bed was good. I had no complaint or whatsoever about the bed. The thing that I had a really problem with was that the room had really poor soundproofing, so you could hear the guests in the other room talking, and it can be quite annoying at some times. There was no separated room for the bedroom, and the glass for the toilet room was not opaque enough, so you could still see quite clearly the inside of the toilet room, which can be quite awkward and uncomfortable if you are traveling with your friends or your work partner. And there was no view from the bedroom because it was blocked by a wall from another part of the hotel building. The desk was barely usable because it was very thin and you couldn't put anything like laptops or anything on top of it. But the upside, there was two universal plugs on the wall. The minibar area that combined with the washing area with some amenities like a pair of dental kits, pair of shower caps, and a vanity kit. And for the drinks, they provided Dilmah branded teas and Nescafe instant coffee sachets. Thankfully, I only brought backpack because I only stay for a short while, so I didn't have a problem with the space. The bedside table area. On the left side, they provided with light switches, USB-A port, and a universal plugs. But on the right side, they didn't provide the universal plug, but only the Singapore plug, which is quite weird. Why don't they just provide the universal plug on the also on the right side of the bed? The compact washing area. They use Citron Fresh branded for the hand wash. On the plus side, they provided purified drinking water tap in each room, which is very convenient, and you can refill your bottle here and save some money instead of buying some water bottle. basic hairdryer and some towels below the washing. They also provided a pair of bathrobes, but it was not the very best quality, and a pair of standard quality slippers. The fridge. It was good that it was empty, but it was not cold at all. So basically it was just a glass cabinet to put your things. A standard safe deposit box. An open air cabinet, which is kinda useless because first it's too small. Second, if you put your clothes on the last hanger on the rack, then you need to take it out all of the hangers in front of it to get to that clothes. And third, the height is too low, so the clothes you hang on there will touch the safe deposit box and basically covering all the safe deposit box. Thankfully, the AC worked perfectly, so I had no problem with the temperature in this room. Now, the bathroom area. They provided overhead showers and handheld showers, and the water pressure was good and the water temperature was stable, so no problem at all on those areas. And they use refillable Citron Fresh branded body wash and shampoo. The problem with the shower room was there was no hook or place to put your clothes or towels. The closest place to hang your towel was at the front side of the door handlebar. That meant you need to open the door slightly while naked to get your towels or clothes, which can be quite awkward when you are staying with someone you are not really close with. This was the toilet room. Other than the glass was not opaque enough, it had another problem. The toilet room and also the shower room was not fully enclosed, so there was a large gap between the door and the ceiling. That means you could hear and smell everything of the other person who is doing business inside, which could be very unsavory and unpleasant, especially if the other person had eaten something really bad or smelly before. The 42-inch LED TV, it supported HDMI, USB-A and screen mirroring, which is very good. So you could connect your device and use the mirroring feature to watch your own media like Netflix or YouTube or anything else. The TV had 40 live TV channels, mostly English language news channels.
Was like Pat's gone into bat for Brett, like the bromance, like he's gone in to say all these things that Brett might not be brave enough to say. It's actually thrown Brett on the bus.
I'm telling you right now.
Now let's move on to the facilities of the hotel. The pool was located on 7th floor and open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It featured a nice infinity pool overlooking the city. I think the pool was really nice, especially considering this was a 4-star hotel with an affordable room price. There was open air shower area for the pool, so you could wash yourself before going back to the room. This was the view from the pool area on the 7th floor. The hotel provided coin laundry service on the pool area on 7th floor. There were 2 pairs of self-service coin laundry washing machines and dryers. You could buy the coin or the token for the laundry machines at the receptionist. It would take more or less 30 minutes for washing and 60 minutes for drying. This is the gym. You need the room card to access the gym. The gym opened from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m., same operating hour as the pool. There was pool for children at the other end of the pool area. The gym was very small. It only had mostly cardio machines and a rack of weights. As you can see, the gym could not be used by more than 4 or 5 people at the same time. Mercure Bugis also had these awesome facilities, that is, sky deck on the R floor, or rooftop floor. It was a really nice place to relax with a panoramic view of the city. Oh, and it's free and open for 24 hours. It was especially beautiful during the sunset golden hours, when the building lights were starting to turn on. Breakfast was in the main restaurant called Royal. It opened from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., but the last order was at 10 a.m. The breakfast had good amount of variety of foods, and the taste also was quite good enough. There were some Chinese food choices, Indian food choices, and Western food choices. They also had vegetarian options, like this vegetable noodle and porridge. This was the drink station, and they also provided a freshly ground coffee machine, so you could make from espresso, latte, cappuccino, or anything you want. Water and fresh juice were also available as usual. And over here, this was the cereals and cold food station. Bread station. And I recommend you should try the Singapore special jam, the Kaya jam. It was basically made from sugar, coconut milk, and egg. And this was the noodle soup and egg station. You could order freshly made fried egg and omelette here. And they also had this nasi lemak station. Nasi lemak is a special breakfast dish from Singapore and Malaysia. It is very popular among locals and tourists alike because it is very savory and tasty. Basically, it is rice cooked with coconut milk, served with various toppings. This was the other side of the hot food station, mostly for Western foods. Considering that the food choices were diverse and the overall food taste was above average, I think the breakfast was well worth the price, especially when the price difference with the included breakfast room rate was only less than $15 per person.